there, this is Sandra Edmond, your Queen of Tax Deeds, and guess what? Another Central Florida county bites the dust as far as in-person auctions goes. Seminole County has moved their auctions online. If you're not familiar with Seminole County, it is a suburb of the Orlando area. If we come over here to online services and click on tax deed sales, you will find some general information about the tax deed sales, of course, and then right here it is, a real auction link, a real tax deed link for the auction, because they are now online. So if we click here, there it is. Seminole County is now doing their auctions online. It was only one of two counties that did not offer online auctions in the Central Florida area. So now there's only one left. So the first online auction for Seminole will be January 9th. And they've already got a few of the properties have redeemed. There's only 8 left out of the 12. So many of you are probably familiar with these real auction websites. If you jump down here to the bottom left, you'll go all the way across the country and see where they also, this platform, host auctions for the counties, for various counties. You see there's Arizona, Colorado, Florida, and New Jersey. And you see in Florida, the majority of their auctions are held in Florida. And you can see here, Seminole is among one of them here now. And they've been doing the foreclosure sale, the bank foreclosure sale in Seminole here for probably about 2 or 3 years. It's been online, but as soon as they put the foreclosure sale online, I knew it was only a matter of time before these tax deed auctions went online too. Seminole did not have many auctions because they're a very affluent county. These people pay their taxes, and we already see they have succumbed and decided to go ahead, bite the bullet, pay for it, and do the online auctions. So we see there's one on January 9th, January 23rd, and yeah, just for January they have 2 sales so far. They don't have that many sales, so I'm curious to see how many they'll be having now that it's online and much easier. So what else? So if you're logged in, you're going to be able to see it through a different view. If you already have a real auction account in any of the other counties, the best thing to do is log in through that particular county's real tax deed site, and then just do this jump to feature, and it'll take you over to Seminole, and you'll still be logged in, but you will have to send a deposit in. So that is one of the drawbacks of having an online sale. The pro is that you don't have to go anywhere. You can bid from home. You can sit there in your underwear and bid all you want. The drawback to that is now that your deposit has to stay in Seminole. So you send your deposit in and you have to keep it there so it's available for the auction. And then after the auction, let's say you send a deposit in of $2,000, because you have to deposit at least 5% of the maximum you plan to bid up to. So let's say you send in $2,000, and then the auction's over on January 9th and you don't win anything. So you decide, okay, let me get my money back. Well, a lot of these counties take about 2 weeks to send your money back. So if you have another auction you need those $2,000 for, you have a 2-week wait for it. And that's one of the drawbacks for the online auctions, is that when you send your money in for these deposits, your money sits in these individual counties. It's not like an in-person auction where you have the money in your purse or in your back pocket. Unless you win something, you fork it over. Other than that, you just keep it. In these counties, you have to keep track of where your money is, and then, spread your deposits around to several counties that you plan to bid on. So it makes you a little bit more restrictive on where you're bidding, unless you want to put all those deposits in for all the various counties. Now, as far as what's available here, so it looks like all of these, actually, no, this one here might be, this one here might be a house. I think all the rest of them are probably vacant lots. This one here might be a house for 421. So if we click on that, it's going to take us directly over to, it should be taking us to the property appraiser's website. and it's not. So it could be that something's up with their website, or it could be just that this particular county's, this particular parcel's web page is not opening. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Seminole Property Appraiser. So this is how Seminole County wants to start 2025 out, by putting their auction online. So yeah, their page is working just fine. So it's just a glitch with Seminole County's auction page for that particular one. Let's see if they're all doing that. Yeah, they're all doing that. So for some reason, it is not taking us directly over there, but that is how most of the websites, the other county sites, work, is they'll take you directly over it. If you are logged in, they'll take you to a second page, and then you can use one of those links to go back to the property appraiser's website. But they've got information here about the process here, how it works, and they need their deposit in. Let's see here. Let's see. Prior to the start, each participant wishing blah blah blah, the deposit for each winning bid, blah blah blah, deposits. Let's see, when are they supposed to be in by? That's the most important thing, is to see when the deadline is for the upcoming sale. The property owners are required to pay property taxes on an annual basis. Okay, the life, we'll go over this stuff on another video. Maybe I'm just skimming too fast and I'm not seeing the deposit requirements here. You must do your own research, of course. Let's see here. Current taxes may not be included. Property appraiser's office, anyone may bid. However, they must register on this website and place a deposit prior to the sale. So how far out from the sale do you need your deposit? Because some places require you to have it 3 days before the sale. The site provides information on each pending sale, including the name, opening bid. Let me see here. Clerk's not responsible. Prior to start, each participant wishing to place a bid must post with the clerk a deposit. Deposit amount for each winning bid is the greater of $200 or 5% of the winning bid. Yeah. So if your deposit is less than $2,000, then you have that $200 rule. So it's 5% or $200, whichever one is larger. Let's see here. And will be taken automatically from the bidder's auction account. Deposit must be made in the form of an electronic check, wire transfer, cashier's check, certain restrictions. At the date and time specified for each sale, each item is auctioned off in order of file number of the property sold to qualify. On the sale date, once the sale day has been completed, due by 12 p.m. the following business day. So they give you 1 day, the next day, to get your payment in. Upon payment, so it does not here specify yet when your deposit has to be in. So, and they have a training. A lot of the places will do a little training, and they'll also let you do like a mock deposit. So how do you create an account? Calendar, how do I see what is scheduled? Auction details, how do I review details? Watch list, my account, how do I manage? Aliases, deposits, how do I make a deposit? Okay, this takes you to the real auction video. But that's not what we wanted. So let's get back to here. Bidding, how do I place a bid, auction results, make a payment, and refund? All right, so I will post it in the details about what is the specific date they want your money in by. Let's see here. What happens? How do I pay my deposit? Okay, here it is. Deposits can be made via wire transfer, must be initiated approximately 24 to 48 hours before the sale date. All right, so that's a short deposit window there. That's not bad. 24 to 48 hours. So you just send a wire, and they give you wire instructions. It's fairly easy. They give you wire instructions. You take it to the bank, or you can do it from your online banking account. All right. Well, it's a sad day to see this, but so here, what's the other downside to this? Well, okay, we won't focus only on the negative. We'll also focus on some of the positive. So, the one positive thing is it allows more people to participate in the auction because now people can join from anywhere in the world, which is also a downside because more people can participate. So, therefore, the prices now go up because you have more bidders. So those are some of the pros and cons I see for it, and it was good while it lasted. That Seminole County was in person, so now they've gone online. The last auction that they did it at the brand new municipal center, which they used to do them just all of them at the old courthouse downtown Sanford, and now they moved it to the brand new, very pretty. Well, it's not brand new, but it's a much newer building than the one downtown. This huge where they have all their court cases, civil, not civil, but criminal cases. So they only had one auction there. They might have had two. They had one auction there, I think, and then they moved it online here. And I'm not sure if they made an announcement about it or not because I was not at the last auction. But Seminole County is really easy to work with. You have any questions, you contact them. And buying at the sale, you got to be really careful because you can't just jump in here and just start bidding. You have to do a lot of due diligence on the property. You also have to look at various things about the property. You got to look at the title. You got to look at the property itself. You got to run the numbers. You got to figure out any repair costs. Even land might have some repair costs. And then the cost of also getting marketable title. So those are all things that I go over in our 2-day field trip experience. Or you can do the online version, which is called the Tax Deeds at Your Fingertips. So either one of those programs, you are more than welcome to come on to my website, check it out under programs here, and you can see all the information about them. The Tax Deeds at Your Fingertips is basically the online version of this program, which this is the most popular program we teach, which is a 2-day program where you basically focus on buying the properties at the auction. And I have this class just about once every quarter. And on day 1, you can see here what we're doing on day 2. So we pretty much go through everything that you need to know to be able to buy something and make money with it and not end up regretting it or making a bad decision. Because there's a lot of little hang-ups, problems that you can run into. So I've been doing this for 20 years now. Well, this year makes 21 years. Can't believe it. Time flies. So I can show you all the things I've learned and mistakes. You can learn from my mistakes as well. And I've got thousands of students that I teach around the country and around the world. So you can benefit from some of their experience and what they've done as well. And our collective group has learned through this tax deed and tax lien process, and just finding motivated sellers, finding properties that, investment properties. I don't just do tax deeds. I also do things related to code enforcement, probate, seller financing. I sell with seller financing, just a lot of different techniques that you end up mastering when you've been in real estate as long as I've been doing it. So you're more than welcome to come to the website, buyingtaxdeeds.com, and just come on over to programs and you can learn more about this program. Or if you want to do it online you still get to, so the 2-day field trip, you spend 2 days. We have one of them coming in Orlando, but we spend 2 days together and we go out in the field and we'll go look at properties and drive by properties coming up in the auction. Let's see here. And then, so this is the online course, and you still get to have me train you in this one through the videos that are online and the online content. And then you have 2 Zoom sessions with me as part of this module here. So you get 2 live videos, 2 live Zoom sessions. And I'm always adding more modules to this. So I think it might be 6, but it might be more modules now. But this is a really, really good program because you get to, go over it as much as you want. And with both programs, you get access to me. So anyway, let me wrap this up. I don't want this video to be too long. Try to do more videos this year. I know I've been gone and haven't been making that many videos. It just kind of got burned out with doing so many videos on YouTube, social media. So I'm gonna try to get back in there and do a few more, throughout the month, so that you guys can have some content. Be sure to comment. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you want to be put on our waiting list for any of our future field trips, go ahead and go on our website and sign up for our mailing list right here. But we'll also post a waiting list as well. Well, there's going to be a little pop-up here that comes up when you first come on here to sign up for the newsletters and stuff like that. And you can go on the waiting list there. All right, well, happy investing. And don't forget to register for the auction for the new one, Seminole County.